Good evening and welcome to I Hate Her on the Radio. I am your host, Jackie Venom Gaucher. And on today's show, we're going to talk about the controversial Cheerios commercial, Shaq, a little bit about Tiger Woods playing terribly, the playoffs, and so much more. Make sure you lock it in to I Hate Her on the Radio.
Bigger, better, stronger.
You are now listening to I Hate Her on the Radio with Jackie Venom Gaucher. The views, opinions, and sometimes extreme attitudes of the cast does not reflect the opinions of YMF Media SC LLC. So be scared. Very, very scared.
Good evening and welcome to I Hate Her on the Radio. I am your host, Jackie Venom Gaucher, and in the building is my sometimes over-opinionated cast, starting with Ms. V.
What up, Matt?
And always has something funny to say. Real Talk is in the building.
What's poppin', Matt?
We are the new voice of talk radio, guaranteed to entertain, offend, and uplift all at the same damn time. So, did you guys get your Twitter yet?
Yeah, right.
I need somebody to help my
What had happened
technology
was-
challenge
What happened?
co-host over here.
What happened? My son got his PlayStation back, so he ain't had time for me to get virtual. But
Okay.
believe me, there will be precut. You know, there's some things going down. When I get back and I see him today,
Okay.
if he does not have it set up,
Well, I got a new iPhone, so as soon as I get it all together, I'm ready for you on Twitter.
Okay, well.
Ready.
today.
Well, okay, I got you. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to Entertainment, my girl VA, the boss chick, who keeps us looking so good
VA.
online. And
The
speaking of
boss
online,
chick.
the boss chick. And make sure you log on to IHateHerOnline.com to check out the shows and the old shows. And you can also go and stay up on all your entertainment and celebrity news. Let's get it popping today. It's time for the check-in. Let's talk about Shaq, baby, and all his women drama. All right, so Shaq recently had an ex-girlfriend that was going for the juggler. Her name was Vanessa Lopez. She filed a lawsuit against Shaq in 2010 claiming she was his mistress for 5 years. Come on, Shawnee. And once she broke up with him, he launched a campaign to harass her and to fear her safety. But a Florida judge just went in on her and called her a filthy liar, saying that it's impossible to believe anything that comes out of her mouth. They said that Lopez lied often. She lied about facts important to the defense, and she demonstrated an utter disrespect for the system of justice. You know, when a judge starts talking like that, it gets crazy. The judge says there's proof that she lied about her legal history with the NBA star Keon Martin. So that means she's a ball player hop. He accused her of stealing his credit card and running up charges. And Vanessa's lawyers completely deserted her almost immediately following deposition earlier in the year, which is always a red flag to any judge. Lopez's lawsuit was dismissed on the basis of fraud on the court with prejudice, meaning she cannot refile.
Wow.
So sounds like Shaq dodged this one.
Well, you
Who she
know,
went in
whores
front
will
of,
be
Judge
whores.
Mathis?
I was going to say, he sounded like he was on Judge Judy.
Did he say she's on crack?
You a crackhead.
And you a crackhead too. Not only are you messing with ball players, you also smoke crack. I know plenty of crackheads.
And you
Well-
know what? Not for nothing. This is just me, but this chick looks a lot like Hoops. You know,
I think Shaq has a type.
and I don't like men to have a type.
I think he has a type,
Almost-
and that's how he got sucked into this.
Almost every man, though, develops his, me speaking from a man's point of view, every man kind of much develops his type. Yep. There is a certain, every man, once you've had your plethora, and he's had a plethora.
Spell
He's
plethora.
Not today. Not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow,
I got you.
I'll have that ready.
All right. I'm going to hold you to it.
But I'm just saying, you can't keep trying to date the same woman and think you're going to get a different result.
Now, I'm talking about physical type. I'm not talking about,
Well, yeah, and Hoops and this girl look alike.
look-alike.
Yeah, they do.
They look like
They do.
twins.
Men do that, for real.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Poor baby.
Sickening.
Well, glad he
Y'all do
came
it
out
too.
on the up hand of
Like
that.
y'all
And
don't do it.
No, I don't.
Liar.
I don't.
Liar.
that's not true.
Well, Mimi did it on Love and Hip Hop, though, because her new dude do remind you of Stevie J. I will say that.
Oh, my God. Does he think the faces too?
No, but he's a bald head, kind of buff kind of
I'm
dude.
talking
You know
about-
what I'm saying? You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
hope that works out.
what you gonna say about
I
types?
think people do that though. I think people kind of get certain what they want out of another person or how they want another person to look.
Well,
Even
I'm
though we're all the way off.
I've never been.
I'm going to speak on the woman's point of view. There's only one type that I don't like. Short. Anything else probably goes. Short doesn't work for me.
Man, I'm short, kind of tall, big, but kind of small.
You know
what
what?
I'm saying?
You know.
White, kind of dark.
Lovable, huggable type of
You know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Kind of dark.
That
Short,
was
but
kinda
kind of
tall.
tall.
So you just right
I
there
hear
in that
that.
kind of.
I hear that.
I'm not messing with
I
real talk.
mean, I'm going to leave that right on the low.
As long as they got 32.
Speaking of relationships, let's get into something that was very controversial over this past week. Cheerios commercial has got a lot of negative attention due to the interracial couple. It's a white mama and obviously mixed race child. If for those who haven't seen it, let me bring it up to speed. The child pops up and she's talking to her mama about, Cheerios and they're good for the heart. And, she said, mama says, yes, baby, the Cheerios is good for the heart. So then she goes and puts all the Cheerios on her sleeping black daddy's heart. Well, the commercial went ham. I mean, racial comments was coming. I mean, they went so
This
far
black
back.
ass
They
would
were talking
sleep.
about Hitler. They was
I got a
talking
racial
about
comment.
all kind of stuff.
Oh, I got one.
That
Why her black daddy wasn't out working? That's what I'm like, dude. Why the hell does he sleep on the couch?
No, I have a racial comment, and all I'm going to say is
No
this.
white woman with no black daddy, they got no damn job. I'm quitting.
White American men, because clearly not white American women, because the mama was white, they still have fear of the African American man. This is the only reason why this is being hoopla. Because had that been a white man with a black mom,
they would have said nothing.
they would not have said anything.
nothing.
And all they do is show proof that they still have fear of the African American man. It is what it is. I don't know why, but that's what they have. That is clearly what this is shown.
I mean, the truth is that America still has an issue with black men and white women. That
Don't know
combination.
why.
And it's just that combination.
Don't know
they don't
why.
mind the black woman and the white man. They don't mind an Asian and a black or a Latino and white. They don't mind all these things.
I think it was because she wasn't poor white trash is why they said all the extra stuff. Because had she been somebody that didn't appear to be a nice, educated, homemaking mom, and she looked like she came from Honey Boo Boo's trailer park, they wouldn't have said a darn thing about it. And that's just how I feel.
What you think over there, real
I
talk?
don't know. I had to see the commercial again to figure out where people
What
where
the
it was
issue
going.
was.
Yeah, I had to watch it again, and then once I read the comments, that's when I
I didn't even associate it. It was a nice family
I don't know,
commercial. I didn't look at it that way.
I wouldn't have
but
thought anything of it. You know what I'm saying? But they had to disable the comment section. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
I mean, people was going in. And I was reading in one article that they said the interracial child is what invokes this in people. Because a lot of people are saying that, you're stamping out a race. This is genocide. Y'all keep mixing. Then there's not going to be a
First of all,
white. There's not going to be a black.
There's no such thing as humans can't mix. We're all humans. At the end of the day, there's no different breed to human. You know what I'm saying?
a
There's
human
no-
is a human is a human.
Yeah, a human is a human is a human. There's no such thing, and I don't know because it's very random. It's not random, but it's in my family strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I live on the lighter side of life, so I know
There's been
something
some
done happened.
giving lessons going on.
Something
around
done
there.
happened.
So on one of my midday shows
3
back
and
in
4
the day,
white women who came to our house got pregnant.
on one of my shows back in the day, we had a conversation. Big shout out to Timmy Tim, and we had a conversation about the fact that America, can they really deal with interracial combination, the black man and the white woman? And the challenge was on big screen, on movies. Name me one movie in which a black man and a white woman have an open relationship. Now, here's the rules of the game. The movie cannot be about interracial dating. Number 2, the woman has to be American, not German, not Russian, not a foreign. Okay. And number 3, the woman
foreign.
cannot be a social undesirable. Example, like a hooker, an assassin, a crackhead, a drug addict. Okay.
Best kind of women.
Took all the options away. Damn it.
So if anyone's listening, please email us at IHateHerOnline@gmail.com or tweet me at VenomsVixens. And according to Facebook, I posted a question on Facebook. And so far, the only thing that Facebook has been able to come up with is on Roscoe Dash, Day Day and the White Girl. That's all
Wow.
I've been able to get so far.
It's amazing that how many roles Mike Epps plays. He's Day Day.
Yeah.
Day Day. It's Day Day.
Yeah, listen, you got
But,
me stumped with that one. I can't think of one single solitary woman.
Stumped.
Yeah.
Can't think of one
I
single
was just
solitary
seeing if there
woman.
was Okay.
I tried to think about it. And
But see, they're not following the rules. Somebody said Richard Pryor and JoJo Dancer. What's that?
JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling was Richard Pryor movie.
Okay.
Two of his wives was white.
Okay. Wait. So would be one? Does that fit the rules?
It does fit the rules.
They weren't dancers, were they? I don't know the movie, so I don't know.
They were.
No, they were both Americans.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were both
so there is
Americans.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, "What is Black Knights with Martin Lawrence?" I don't know that movie either.
Oh yeah, that was a relatively newer Martin Flops. Ooh, I said that
flop.
out loud.
Ba-dum,
My bad.
ba-dum, dum.
Anyway, it wasn't one of the better Martin Lawrence movies, and yeah, he was.
It was a white girl.
Yeah, he was dating a white
It was a
girl.
white girl.
I can't.
I can't think.
Only thing I can think of is Malcolm X, and she wasn't that desirable. So
Oh yeah, no, she wasn't.
she
They
wasn't
were hookers
desirable.
and
So
setup girls.
I don't know.
Yeah.
how that works.
And then they said Bill Bellamy and the brothers.
oh yeah, the karate girl that was fighting.
No, but she wasn't. No, she wasn't white. That the girl that kept running up on the dude, she wasn't white. She was like Latina. She was
No,
definitely
no,
like
no, no,
Latina.
no.
You talk about the one that kept running up?
I can't.
We got to do some research on that.
Yeah, we'll
But
get back
I think
to
that girl was Latina. She didn't look like she was white. But okay, but that's the challenge.
Yeah.
If you're listening, hit us
Yeah.
up. I would love to hear your input. This is something that,
Do
you know,
some
as you
research
see,
for
it
next
doesn't
week.
make sense that we have to think this hard. So that
Right.
shows that there's an issue.
Right.
I mean, it's an issue. I guess that would be with the people who make movies, that industry, with the movie industry, the entertainment industry. Maybe
But the entertainment industry does what they feel the people are going to like. And example, Pelican Brief. And this is the one example I can give. Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts' character in the book had a romantic relationship. In that movie, they had a platonic relationship.
Right.
They tested that movie amongst people. And black women and white men were outraged on seeing Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts kiss.
Look how far we came in 10 years.
I think I just came up with one.
What?
At all. Not at all, you know?
Bad Company, black man, white woman. Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't know the movie.
Bad Company.
Company.
Lawrence Fishburne was in Bad Company? Nah, that's Chris Rock and,
That's Chris
and,
Rock.
and Sean
Oh,
Connery.
that's the new one. But you know what? But she was like French or something.
Yeah,
she's not
she's not
American.
American.
I just saw the movie. It's not that great. Anyway,
Yeah,
another
no.
bad movie.
Yeah.
She was foreign because her family came in from Europe,
yeah.
wherever they was from.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're gonna work on that for
We're
next
gonna work
week.
on that one for next week, y'all. That's the challenge. It's everybody's homework for next
But I
week.
tell
Okay.
you what, when you watch movies on the BBC, that's not hard to find. There's a whole lot of mingling over in Europe.
Well, we're not talking about
Yeah,
Europe.
we
We
need
are
American.
talking about America.
We got it.
It's time to move on to Who Knew. All right, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Man gets 11 pounds of weed delivered to him by accident.
Well,
What kind of
George
address
Burton
mix up?
from Sacramento,
What's that?
California, said a FedEx Kinko box with his name and return address handwritten on it was left on his porch. Burton and his dog sitter cut it open to find layer of spray styrofoam. We break into it and look and say, "This isn't what I think it is." Oh, yes, it is. Burton turned the pot over to the police. He believed his address was picked at random, but Burton and his fiancee decided to temporarily leave their home out of fear of intended recipient may resort to violence after discovering the pot, which is worth $24,000, was gone. Wow.
Wow.
That sounds like a stoner's dream right there.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I don't
Is
know.
it Christmas?
I don't know if I would have done it the exact same way,
I'm
Not
agreeing
exactly.
as
with you.
opposed to giving them back the whole big box.
It may just be like 5 pounds in there.
What
Instead
I
of
would have
11.
done, I would have
5
rolled
pounds
it up
delivered.
in individual pieces of paper and stacked them efficiently to
Inside.
return back, just to ensure that each one was measured out properly.
I can't.
And then what'd you do with it?
Now, 1 or 2, maybe even 3, 4, or 5
May
of
not have
them
made it in the package.
may not have made it, but I would have just safety, because styrofoam is a nasty. I would have had to recycle that as soon as I touched it.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I mean, when I pull styrofoam out, I put that directly into recycling. Terrible substance.
Hey, all I gotta say
no
is,
one wants it
all I
on
gotta
their
say
planet.
is, take the what and left the what.
Yeah.
Hit the watts and
And
leave
left
the
the
watts.
what? That's all I got to say on that one.
And I don't know how to wait that out. I had
Yeah.
to put that knock on the door. Look.
Look, bro.
I
Things go
know
on
you
around
had
here.
11 pounds. It's about 10.4 left in that box. Now you do what you got to do over that 0.6,
Look,
but
Listen, it's hard out here.
for him.
You know what I'm saying? It's a mess. If somebody got messed up, it's a mix-up. Here's what you have left.
If they were
You know
just
what I'm
legalizing, people wouldn't have problems. But that's just my personal opinion again.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right, so this next case is definitely when keeping it real goes wrong. And let me say, once again, this is going down in Florida.
something
Florida
wrong with the water in
is
Florida.
definitely
Everybody
off the
better
chain.
stay away from Florida.
Yo,
So-
Florida has very lax gun laws.
Oh, well, let's talk about this one. All right. There was a senseless shooting on Sunday. It
See? I
stemmed
didn't know the story
from
was.
a filmed incident. All right. Here's a security guard. I'm about to put this one in my words. Okay. Shorty, his name is Andrew. He's 31 years old. He's a security guard. He tried to shoot off his gun. He misfired. They videotaped it. So his coworkers were clowning him. And they kept playing the video over and over again. So what ended up happening was he was like, oh, y'all gonna keep teasing me? Let me show you how I don't misfire. And he shot all three of them.
Bow.
They weren't working at the time. Reportedly, they were all friends. But the incident in the shooting range, when Loban, that's the guy, misfired his gun. It was caught on tape. He was embarrassed. And the accused murderer came up, shot all three of them in the back of the head.
Well, pretty
That's
much
when
he only
keeping it real was
misfired
wrong.
once. I'll say that because apparently he's a pretty good shot.
I mean, damn, he killed everybody he was trying to prove a point to.
Hey, the
Ain't no
point
need in proving the point if ain't
his
nobody
point is
around.
proving
Everybody dead now.
But at the same point,
that's
that
ridiculous.
is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He just lost it.
And
I
then
think he
when
snapped.
they talked to the detective said while speaking to him, he just kept saying it bothered him. It just really bothered him that they were picking on him. See, this is going to make you pick and choose how you run up on people.
Listen, to all the bullies in the world, be careful out there.
That videotape.
Be your
that video,
last bullying
people gotta
incident
see stuff
ever.
over and over and over again. They have to relive that moment. Like back in the day, you could forget something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a time when things could be forgotten.
Yeah.
You could get over it.
Well, at
But
least
now,
people
when
stop talking about
when
it.
it goes digital.
Yeah.
It's digital, and you reliving
Once
it
again,
over and over and
technology
over and
coming
over
to bite us
again.
on the butt again. You know, technology is real.
I'm not trying to
Well, his
justify
butt getting
it, because
big.
he is ball sack crazy.
Yeah.
Meaning he is nuts.
Yeah. Because who on God's green earth let
even at
somebody
the
tease
same
you enough
time, I'm
that
not-
you just gonna shoot him?
Man, I can't do time for nobody.
Nobody.
Lord have
Let alone
mercy.
3 bodies, because that's a long time.
What? I can't go to prison.
Long
Well, of course,
time.
he's charged with 3 counts of first-degree felony murder, and he's being
felony.
held without mail. I mean, without mail.
What?
Without mail.
He can't even get no letters in there. Lord. Oh, see that boy? Ooh. You see the face? You see the look I get on my face when they say prison?
Yeah,
Lord,
that's
I can't do prison.
Hey,
I don't see how people don't care
Oh
about
my
that.
Jesus, I can't.
Hey, they
keeping it real goes wrong, baby.
Yeah, that was a little too real.
I Hate on the Radio is being brought to you by LiveShowBooking.com. Are you looking for the next big thing for your event? Log on and book your main event today. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, then come back with the Mommy Moment, Political Hit List, and Celebrity 101. It's I Hate Her on the Radio on WOIC.